morning, everybody. Welcome back to HBI Auto. My name is Kendall, for those that don't know me. We're starting this in a Ferrari F12. I love the wagon slash flying shoe design that Ferrari has created between the FF, the F12, the 812, 812 Superfast, and so on and so forth. I love wagons. I think they're just amazing cars, especially with a front-mounted V12 engine. Can't get any better than that. So we're gonna go ahead and take a walk around this car. I'm gonna show you guys what this thing is all about and tell you why you really need to consider a Ferrari wagon if you're ever going to step into the world of Ferrari. Let's get started. What's pretty interesting about the F12 is that either the sound deadening's really good in this car or the exhaust is just very, very tame. Now, when I put it into full race mode, I'm gonna see if it opens up a little bit. A little bit. There's not much of a big difference between sport and race mode, just from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling. So this is the Ferrari F12. It is a full black on black with white double stitching all throughout this interior. It reminds me a lot of the FF that we had recently in, and if you guys remember, this had the same steering wheel as what you'll find on like a 458 and a 488 newer generations. And a lot of the door handles, a lot of everything is the same as the FF, except for one thing. There's only 2 seats. Now this is not like a normal wagon. If you compare it a lot to, say, the BMW M Coupe, where it's got the 2 seats and then it has a really nice hatch storage space back there. Except the only difference really is that you've got a front-mounted V12 on there. Now this is a really comfortable ride, as I was saying earlier. The noise cancellation, everything is so smooth, and I'm really impressed with this 2014 car. Even though it's almost 10 years old now, it still impresses me, and I still get a really nice driving feeling from this car. I really just love the interior presentation. It's just simple, it's to the point. A lot of people don't really like it. They complain that you don't have enough storage space, you don't have enough cup holders. You do have a cup holder right here. You've got a nice center console area right here, and then you do have a little phone storage area right there. The interesting thing is when I first had to open up the engine bay, it's actually this button right here, which is the red button. So you pull that like a lever. So this is the interior from the outside view. You've got really nice black leather seats with the diamond white stitching right there. You do have the F12 Berlinetta signage right there. Overall, really nice, simple, clean interior. Something I really love about this Ferrari and how comparable they are to the 458, 488, and so on of their generation. Everything kind of remains the same, except obviously the power plant and the looks of it. This is the massive V12 engine. This is producing around close to 600 to the wheel. It's really impressive, but honestly, I wish it had a little bit more power from the factory, considering it is a Ferrari and it's got so much going on under the engine. You would expect to get a little bit more over 600 to the wheels with this. Regardless, great amount of power, great engine bay presentation. Personally, I love it. Getting a look at the exterior, you got that beautiful white on black with the white calipers. Now, this is a color combo that I have really fallen in love with. We have another car that's like this. It's a 718 where it's got white and black accents, and it's really nice. It's one of my favorite specs that you can do on a car. You got really nice 5-spoke wheels from Ferrari, very clean presentation. I love the exterior look of the F12 and even the FF and the 812. All of them have such an aggressive wagon appearance. You've got that quad tipped exhaust on the back. You do have the F1 style brake light. You've got a really nice presentation. As you can see, my bag's already in here, making itself comfortable. You do have got a really nice bag from Ferrari that has a car cover in here, which is really nice. Nice tie downs right there. Overall, just a really clean look and something I love about Ferrari. Something I'm really loving is that you have tons of space, tons of storage. So if you decide to take this wagon on a road trip, for example, you've got plenty of storage for your bags, and you can put all your snacks in your cooler right there, and you're off on a great rally, on a vacation, whatever it may be. The F12 is available now. If you go ahead and click the link in the description below, it'll take you right to the F12, or go ahead and call us so you can schedule a virtual or in-person tour. I highly recommend you guys check out the F12 as an option for your first Ferrari. You've got tons of space and tons of storage space, and you have, again, a massive V12 front-end engine, which is really impressive, and it's very different from the 458, the 488 that are rear-mounted V8 engines and a twin-turbo V8 engine in the back. But again, I'm a hatch enthusiast, and if you're looking for something that's a really different and really unique, highly recommend the F12, 812, or the FF. We're gonna go ahead and head back to the shop now. We're gonna take out another car, maybe 2 more, I don't know, let's see what we're feeling. This is the Adelphia headlamp. This is the best headlamp option for you, especially if you work in a garage, if you work in a shop setting, whatever it may be. This headlamp is incredible. It is so bright, it is so powerful, it's comfortable, it stays out of the way, it allows you to use both hands at all times while you're working. It has a really cool daylight out, so it's probably hard to tell, but You got a nice spotlight as well. And then you also have a wave function, which it might not work because we are outside, but it's a really cool headlamp option if you're looking to get one. I've left the link in the description below. It'll get you 10% off. Thank you so much to Odelphi for supporting the channel and supporting and outfitting the entire team with Odelphi headlamps. Seriously, love them. They're one of the best investments that you can make if you are working in a garage, if you're working in a shop, detailer, car wrap, whatever it may be. Highly recommend the Odelphi headlamp. So this next car I'm in is something that is incredibly special, kind of rare, and it only feels right to take this out on Ferrari Friday. This is the 458 Speciale. If you don't know what that is, it is a pure race car. Now it is a step up from the 458 Italia, and then you have this 458 Speciale Aperta, which is even more rare and going for like close to $1 million right now. This car right now in the market is going for around $600,000 to $650,000, and it is incredible to have this in on consignment. We are so lucky to have this. It is a beautiful example. It's really well spec'd from the owner. With only 862 miles on it, it's incredibly low mileage, and it is something that is truly special, especially in the Ferrari community. Now I'm going to take you guys around this car and show you what it's about. I have minimal exposure to the 458 Speciale, but I know a little bit that they are just pure race car. It's a lot like the Challenge Stradale, but obviously a little bit more advanced technology and a little bit better in terms of handling and power. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Now looking at the 458 inside, you've got a familiar steering wheel as with the F12. You've got tons of carbon fiber. You got carbon fiber doors, you got carbon fiber seats, you got carbon fiber dash all throughout the center console area, and it's complemented really nice with Alcantara as well as a nice leather, which is all handmade and hand done, and it's beautiful to see quality that has gone into the 458 Speciale generation. Now, like I said, this is 862 miles, so this thing is pristine as far as the interior, the paint. It's all been really well protected and maintained throughout its life. This is a 2015 model, so it's about 7 years old now, which still blows my mind, but it also, at the same time, it looks like it's a brand new car. So like I said, you've got that same familiar carbon fiber steering wheel. You've got a classic yellow RPM gauge right there, navigational control right there. You've got your AC controls right here. And then you also have, like I said, you've got all your carbon fiber doors, your door handle. You do have your fuel and your trunk access right there, which a common issue is that pressing on it too much or too hard, it can actually push the buttons into the door, and thus you have to take everything apart and just pull them back out to set them again. You've got single speaker right there. You've got really nice metal side steps right there. Again, this is full race car mode. So when you look at the bottom, it is that metal, like a Challenge Stradale, like we had a couple videos ago. You got that metal, you got that diamond metal right there as well. One big thing as far as the difference between the Speciale and the Italia, which is the base model, you do have a difference in your center console area. So you do have a nice raised carbon fiber gear right there. You got your reverse, auto, and then you have your hazards right there. You do have your window buttons are the same. This one actually does have nose lift, which is really, really helpful. The front ends of these cars can get very, very slim very quickly. So just keep that in mind, especially when you are looking for a Ferrari. It's better to have one with nose lift, so you just have that peace of mind. Same thing can be said about a Lamborghini. You do have a really nice phone storage right there. You do have the USB plug-in. Storage compartments right there. Nothing crazy, nothing simple, but just looking around, you got that Alcantara. You have a really nice red top right here, and then you got more Alcantara all throughout. So overall, just a beautifully well hand-built car, and I love that about this car. Now looking at the seats, you have that really nice Alcantara with the breathable material right here. I don't know the name of this, but it's really nice. It's breathable. It's actually really comfortable. These are really nice seats. These are fully manual seats though, because again, it is a race car. It's not heated, it's not cooled, so you do have to keep that in mind if you plan for some reason to daily this. I actually know a friend of mine who got a 458 Speciale, and the plan is to daily it. Right now he's at 11,000 miles right now, so he's trying to get to 100,000 miles, which is bizarre. It's crazy. But Dave, if you're watching this, you are the man for daily driving a 458 Speciale. So looking at the exterior, you got the classic, I believe this is called Rosa Corsa. you got the classic Ferrari red right there, the iconic Speciale stripes going right down the middle, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a similarity between the front end of the Pista as well as the 458 Speciale, with that aggressive front end look and that hood scoop that only gets more profound as you step up into the model of the 488 Pista. I have the really nice 5-spoked wheels right there with the huge Brembo carbon ceramics right there. Beautifully well done wheels. I really like this finish on here. I think it's one of my favorites that just cars in general come with. Again, really nice. You've got this Pilot Sport Cup 2s surrounding it, so you've got a really nice tire and wheel combo right there. Looking at the back end, it's a classic 458 look and appeal to it, but just with all that extra carbon fiber and the striping, and you have that insane diffuser on the bottom with the dual exhaust on the back, it just looks so aggressive. It looks so good, and it's a very, very clean car. Now you do have a really nice backup camera, which is a really nice helpful thing. But yeah, looking at the paint, it's really well maintained. This entire car is surrounded in PPF, so if you've been curious about that, you've got full paint protection film on this car. The iconic engine bay, you've got looks like a full carbon fiber intake manifold. And you do have a carbon fiber airbox right here. Really nice, very clean for a 2015 car. It's been really well maintained. Now, looking again at all of the carbon fiber aero pieces right here, it's very beautifully done. And you can find a lot of similarities between, of course, the Aperta and the Speciale, but also just the base Italia. The Italia does have some sort of aero piece right there. It's a much more profound piece found on the Speciale and the Aperta as you step up in models, obviously. Overall, beautiful car. I'm so lucky we have this in here. I love looking at this thing every single day outside my office. I hope this goes to a great home. The buyer's going to be in for such a treat. This is such a beautiful car. And again, with the paint protection film, you can track this car, you can daily drive it, and you can just not worry about losing that paint, because I didn't mention earlier, but these stripes are painted on here, so it's kind of really hard. It would be really hard to rematch these stripes, but a really nice factory paint job from Ferrari. Alrighty guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed this Ferrari Friday video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions about the cars that you saw in today's video. If you're interested in picking up the F12 or this 458 Speciale, I left both cars in the description below, so you can check out more photos and get in contact with our team about picking up these amazing rides today. I really hope these guys go to a great home. The new owners will be in for such a nice treat, either with the F12 or the 458 Speciale. Both are great cars and both are great platforms to be driving. I'm so lucky we got to take these out today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.